Hello, once again. Thank you for joining me. We are on lesson 338 in A Course in Miracles, and today's lesson states, I am affected only by my thoughts. It needs but this to let salvation come to all the world, for in this single thought is everyone released at last from fear. Now has he learned that no one frightens him, and nothing can endanger him. He has no enemies, and he is safe from all external things. His thoughts can frighten him, but since these thoughts belong to him alone, he has the power to change them and exchange each thought for a happy thought of love. He crucified himself, yet God has planned that his beloved Son will be redeemed. The prayer states, Your plan is sure, my Father, only yours. All other plans will fail, and I will have thoughts that will frighten me until I learn that you have given me the only thought that leads me to salvation. Mine alone will fail and lead me nowhere, but the thought you gave me promises to lead me home because it holds your promise to your Son. Amen. And that is the end of lesson 338. I am affected only by my thoughts. The thoughts that God gave us were love. The thoughts that God gave us were extension and creation and that expression of sharing and unity and love. And so, if anything is frightening us, it is one of those thoughts that we have self generated, if you will, that are creating fear. It is the separation that we speak of because it's a thought that is apart from God. Fear is a thought, it is thinking, it is the state of being apart from God. When we realize that we have the power and control within us to change our thoughts and to return to love, then we understand that we can change everything about us that we experience. And so we are only affected by our thoughts. And like Dorothy, we have the power within us in every single moment to shift what is not aligned with our joy and our peace. How empowering is that thought? If you realize that when you are worried about money, you can also realize that those are your own fear thoughts. And when you choose to change your mind and know and think about how prosperous you are, even if you apparently have nothing, you have the air in your lungs, you have the ground beneath your feet, you have this moment to change your mind. You have the power to choose how you respond to every situation. And while it may be unnerving or unsettling or undoing at first, you always have the choice in how you respond. And you can choose to respond as a victim, or you can choose to respond with the power of love that God has given us. And that is truly a life altering thought process, because then we know that we are not a victim of the world that we see. Let's see what Tina Spalding's channelings tell us. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. This is one of the most important lessons you can truly take home and use daily to relieve yourself from suffering. It is only your thoughts that cause you pain. When you judge other people, you feel pain. When you decide the world is ending, you feel pain. Anytime you view something and make an untrue or unloving judgment, you feel pain. From this day forth, truly understand that all your suffering is self created. When you feel bad, you have had an unloving thought about yourself, someone else, someplace, a thing, or an experience, past, future, or present. You've had an unloving thought. What a wonderful lesson this is. It means that you are captain of your own destiny. You can choose from this day forth to be happy in all ways at all times. You can do that. It is merely an act of discipline. We understand that you have beliefs that cause you to make judgments that seem to be unconscious. They are not unconscious. Even though you are so trained that you are unaware of the choice, you are always choosing what you do. But as you become stronger and stronger in this practice, you will see that you can direct your mind wherever you wish. And in that moment, you will see, yes, I do not need to have this thought. I can choose another one. And I will choose another one because this one makes me feel bad. The bad feeling is telling me I'm off track. It is unloving. It is not God's will for me to think this way. God would not think this way. And as I am made in the image of God, I will not think this way either. I will allow myself to return to peace. In that peace, you will be able to access information that you cannot access in the low frequencies of judgment. Just as when this being, the channel, did her forgiveness work intensively and repeatedly, she began to be able to access this information. It was not a conscious choice on her part. She did not do her forgiveness practice with any ulterior motive other than to bring herself peace. In that, she rose above the battleground and became, we will say, qualified to do this work. If you love this work and you would like to become qualified to do your part in the ascension teachings, then do your forgiveness practice and it will come to you. It will come to you. It will come to you. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you tomorrow. That is the end of Tina Spalding's channelings. We have the power to change our mind when we see that an unloving thought is making us feel bad, is causing that pain and that suffering for ourselves. It does not mean that we will not have bumps in our road, that we will not have situations that are not what we might consider ideal. It doesn't mean we will not have lessons to learn, but it does mean that when those lessons show up for us, rather than being completely undone, we can find the love in them and we can feel the gratitude because those lessons are also showing us where we are off track. They are showing us where we are not aligned with our highest self. They are giving us the opportunity to see the contrast from love to fear so that we can choose love more effectively, more easily, and eventually choose only peace so that we will eventually not have to deal with any of the contrast of darkness. Have a spectacular day, everyone, and know that you have the power within you to choose every thought that you have. Take care. Bye-bye.